All right, and we are back, and let's get down to it here. We do not have the Rebirth Festival. I want to cover this really quickly just because this is an Astromon that I have used a lot and I can recommend it. And we have Verde coming up for our 4-star Rebirth Festival. Now, again, the reason why I want to kind of start here at the beginning with her is she's actually a really she's a really good Astromon for a couple of reasons. So let me find my 6-star Light in My Darks. Right now I have my Dark Verde in here, but you guys have seen me use Light Verde a lot in PvP, and that's another reason why I want to point her out. She's actually really good for the reason right here, the SP Siphon. The 30% of the enemy's SP is the highest that I've seen, and also has Adrenaline on her Nature's Wrath ability. However, you'll be using her more for that sapping ability on here. So I can't recommend her enough for this in general. Now, she has other uses outside of PvP. You could use SP Siphon on bosses, for instance, but again, I look more towards this on Arena and going out there and fighting it. That she is definitely one of the Astromon you guys see me use a lot. And even if you're going into the specifically the Champions League, which lets you have 3 different attack patterns, having another SP Siphon here is really good. Her HP as a 4-star is up there, almost 40, up close to 40,000 is decent. All these other stats are okay on her, but again, you really want her because she's a tank, so she'll be able to take a hit, survive a couple of rounds, etc., etc. So you guys have seen me use her a lot, so that's why I'm kind of promoting her here. That when this 4-star Rebirth Festival comes around, definitely take a look at it and see if you want to add her to your list. Again, if you were running the budget version of the SP Siphon, I've mentioned this before as well. Let's see, where is she at? With Fire Mona, you guys have seen me use her as well. She gets the attack siphon plus 10% because I have her fully booked here, so she does get up to the 30% as well. She is another good version on this, and as you can even see, she has a little bit more HP, 4,000 more HP. She also has lower defense and recovery statistics as well. Mona has a built-in 20% here, but once again, I like to look at the Light and the Dark Astromon because a lot of people, when they're running that kind of stuff, you'll notice you'll have a better time in the defense, I would say, because most people are running the water, wood, and fire Astromon, so you won't run into a lot of scenarios where Druidess here, or Verde, I'm just gonna call her Verde because that's what I like. Verde won't fall into that category of taking too many hits. She also becomes a target for somebody's dark Astromon, so think of it as that way too, because she's a tank. If you at least use HP percent gems on her here, I think I'm adding I have a spread. I don't know why I have attack percent on her, but I just do. Full HP percent, and maybe 1 defense gem on her, and just put her over that. Like I said, she becomes a target and able to actually do a good job with it. So definitely take a look at getting her. The other one I want to point out is Dark Verde. Here is an attacker. She has a little bit low attack stat. Again, what I like to see is over 3,100 attack as a base, and that just puts them on par for being able to clear and things like that. However, what I look at Verde for on an attacker for the Dark version is Sap. 80% chance to inflict sap with 3 types for 1 turn. This is on her normal skill, so 80% chance is pretty good. 70% on her active skill, again, is still pretty decent. It's not that high, I realize that, but sap, having her for a sap build is just... it's good. The 3 types of sap, yes, for 1 turn, but it's putting 3 of them on here. If you have a resistance down Astromon in play, you're guaranteed pretty much to put sap on targets and things like that. So once again, if you are lacking, in a sap type of Astromon, again, I can't recommend these 2 enough. I've used them a lot. I use Dark Verde here when I need a sapper in a lot of situations. I'm just messing around with her gems here, but again, it's typical attacker fashion: 2 attack percents and maybe a crit rate, or doing 3 attack percents if you want to just forego it, because again, we're not worried necessarily about her doing crit damage. We want the sap. And the same thing goes here. Maybe we don't care about her attack percent. We just boost up her health so that she lives long enough, and you just keep piling on the sap. She is very good. Those are the only 2 I've looked at. I have never gone into looking at the other versions of Verde. They might be good here, but I'm going to forego doing a kind of a longer review here because I do want to get to the dailies. But I did want to call this out. This is a good Astromon. I've used her plenty of times, so take into consideration using some of your 4-star fodder that you have maybe farmed up over the past 2 months with all the capture festivals and things like that, and take a consideration into trying to pull for both light and dark and getting them evolutioned 3'd. So with that off my chest, let's get these going here. We are coming down to the last couple days with the capture festival and your Halloween festival. We only have 16 hours left, so make sure you guys have gone in here, gotten all the goodies that you want. I've already have this frame, I've gotten all this other stuff, and I already have Jack-o'-Little completely done. The other thing that I have done as well is we finally have all of Mira done. Now, I do want to correct one thing. I totally forgot this, but you have to excuse my math sometimes, but doing this so many times, you tend to forget. You only needed 94 Astromon for capturing on this capture festival. You were 2 over, and that was just because I was being dumb. You get 2, your other 2 was here. So while 96 Astromon total is what you were going to get, you only needed to capture 94 of them. So my bad on that, but we'll move on from that, and let's just check. We're getting there. We have a bunch of that, and good. All right, let's get this expedition rolling. And just to show here, so like I said, we got all our gems for every version of Mira done. And this will push us nicely into over 3,000 gems, which is another healthy amount. So we got him done and knocked out. And we can move on. We have... again, we have about 2 more days, and then we will be done. I am actually out farming. After I record this, I'll be out farming. We'll be starting on Dark Stones again. I will be crafting the lights from here on out, but I'm going to finish dark. We'll move back into getting these 3 up, and we will start our next super evolution as we go through it here. Light, because it is Friday, and start that battle. So, like I said, I like to give a little bit of a shout out like that to some Astromons that come out. Once again, I don't mind doing review stuff on those, but again, I leave that definitely leave that to people who will utilize and use those Astromon more and can give a little bit better of opinion on them. But like I said, for what I play the game for, and again, I like to remind that to everyone every once in a while too, is that again, I do play the game how I play it. It might not be the best, the most optimized, but at the same time, it's how I play. And at the end of the day, for what I use the Astromon for, I like to part that information off to you guys so you can, again, go evaluate the Astromons for yourself. Look at any situation to which you might add those, to your teams for whatever reason. Because again, I think it's also worth a little bit of the conversation talking about viability and stuff like that. And you should never just take my word for it. Definitely go around, check out the other YouTubers for Monster Super League. Because again, their opinions are usually we usually match up on a lot of the stuff for the game, but still listening to other people. Listen to somebody else's opinion who has just as much experience in the game, if not more experience in other content in the game, is always a good thing to listen to. So definitely go check them out if they all do videos, or they have videos they put up talking about them. here. Kind of slacked a little bit on the Mira Festival. I think it was just, once again, and I talked about this the other day too, you get a little bit burnt out, especially for me, burnt out, you know, farming, and literally that's all I've been doing for the last 2 months now straight, which I don't mind. Again, I have fun with the game, but just wanted to literally just log in and do the dailies and be done with the game for a little bit, and that's again gonna happen on and off. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you do need a break from the games, especially with the long grind that this one is. But that's what hopefully the end of the month will be for me as well. Another don't have to compete too. I don't have to compete. I don't have to go out and do the capture festival, so I can kind of just reap the benefits of it and wait and see what they end up doing towards the end of the month. Or excuse me, to the end of the year. So next month will be interesting to see what they will be doing. Again, I don't necessarily see them adding another new Astromon for Christmas, but again, we've been surprised all year. And yeah, we will definitely see. I think I had already captured, so we only need to get in here. And is anyone else? Wow. Let's see what your team is. Wow. See, again, this is why another thing. I highly encourage you guys to get revenge on people, so to speak, in the arena, because you might run into just easy teams, and you know what? I'm gonna just take my easy medals here. There we go. I hadn't even looked all the way. Oh, no, we did look through this list. I think there's a couple in here. A couple in here that we probably could brute force through. But I'm just going to take my easy win, so we're going to leave that there. Again, we're going to be getting through here. I'm not going to do a Dragon's Dungeon this weekend, but next weekend we'll go in there. We'll probably hit over 300 sigils to be able to do that, so I'm going to just wait, like I said, until next week, when we probably are going to have over 300. Also getting back to knocking out the gold, getting that back over 200 million and whatnot. So I know, what else do we have to do for the weekly though? Golems and upgraded gem. That should be easy. And yeah, so there we go. Dailies are done. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will be streaming at some point tonight, so wait for that announcement video to come out. And if I don't see you later, I will see you guys in tomorrow's dailies.